Ja. 1, 2, 3, intro. Sing that. Oh yeah. Hello and welcome to this very special episode of OIYB Only If You're Bored. We are actually backstage, and we are actually not in Norway. We are not in Skyroom. We are in Stuttgart. Hell yeah! And today we have also some variation on fact checking. Normally it's kids, and yes, it's kids. But if you go to the left of kids, there is something special going on.
Hello.
It's Halmalicious. And he is here for the first time in OIYB, especially the film OIYB. And yeah, it's great to have him. Other than that, back on the camera, back in action, back in the position you like to be, on my right side. This is Steve Cobra, aka Sting, aka Black Mamba. And I am, of course, Wild Nature.
And sneaking out of this place is...
here we have Pish. And he's gonna have now approximately 1 hour of relaxment. Which...
what do you think he's going to do this next hour?
I think he's gonna sit on his computer and watch some videos.
Some gaming, gaming stuff.
Probably some gaming or some rapping.
He's gonna have his left hand in between his boxer shorts like that.
Yeah, that's how,
all the way down.
Yeah, that's how he likes to.
In the zone. He's probably going into the zone right now.
Of course, he's snoozing a lot. For those of you that don't know what snoozing is, it's this stuff.
Just film hands.
Yeah,
like this.
Yeah.
Snooze. Yeah. Look, it's a double. And then I like it. Double trouble.
Yeah. Do you ever go triple?
Yes.
Triple is the new double. Me and Helmik was the first guys in this band to start snoozing. We started when we were 13.
Yeah, something like that.
That's interesting to think about now, because now it doesn't sound so cool anymore.
No.
But it was super cool.
Of course.
Back then,
it
was really
then
cool.
It was, we were looked at as hard persons, tougher than tougher than the rest of us.
You even did some stealing.
I had a criminal record, definitely.
Me and Axel were probably most of the two wanted people in Bergen.
Yeah.
What did you steal back then?
We stole everything.
Moped.
Yeah. No, motorcycle. It was.
It was a motorcycle. Yeah. But a Vespa.
Yeah.
And we stole snooze.
Yeah.
And a lot of other shit.
House, robbed the bank.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
How much was that worth?
Probably
20,000 kroners or something.
Yeah.
Which is about 2,000
euros. Yeah.
And we used it maybe for 1.5 years until Axel crashed.
I crashed. I got hit by. Me and my friend Lars, who is actually working for us now. Interesting. He's also one of the gangsters. We were going down to get some fuel for this motorcycle, and of course we didn't have any helmets.
No,
helmets. No.
Because that wasn't cool back then.
Yes, of course. When we had stolen this bike, so why should we wear helmets? We were gangsters, and at this point in my career, I was really
in your criminal career.
Yeah, I was really inspired by Eminem. He came out with his album Marshall Mathers LP2, and in that video, and he was always wearing this prison suit because he had a song called "Criminal." And for Christmas, I really wished for this this suit.
Criminal suit.
This criminal suit.
He wore it all the time.
And I wore the suit, so I looked like a prison guy. And then we drove down to the petrol station. Me and my friend drove fast, And then on the way back, I forgot about this main road. So
the whole road just slipped out of your mind.
Slipped out of my mind, So I drove straight into the road, and the car came and crashed into us. Me and my good friend.
Similar thing has happened to your brother, hasn't it?
No.
Down by the train station. He crashed down there.
He did?
He did?
I didn't know.
He didn't steal the moped.
No, but he got hit by a car.
Crashed.
Well, anyway, I ended up on the ground.
On your head?
On my head, yeah. So I was actually unconscious when Lars came over to look at me. I was lying there like this. And and then I got up.
And then the car driver asked, "Should I call the ambulance?" And you said, "No, we're not 16."
You're not 16.
And then you started running
Then we
up
run.
the street.
Then we run, and I had to lie to my parents and tell them that I slipped on the ice.
Yeah.
Because I was really hard beaten. It could have been the end of my life. But
Wow.
you know, God has always been taking
then-
care
Good
of,
friend of you.
taking care of me.
But then the next day when we came to school,
Yeah.
a classmate
Yeah.
said to Axel, "I think my parents saw you crash yesterday. Did you wear like a red jumpsuit?" So it was pretty easy to see.
And also I had long hair,
Yeah.
so I had to go and cut my hair, and also I had to burn. I had to burn that suit because I didn't want to get busted. And did I get busted? No.
No.
So
'Cause you never get caught, do you?
no, that's the thing with me.
Pish always got caught, but you never got caught.
I never got caught. You know, I was drinking from 13, and when I was 18, my dad wanted to give me a beer, and he was like, "Yeah,
First beer.
how do you like it? How do you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm used to this, man."
Did you?
Yeah.
You say that?
Yeah.
So then he just knew about it.
Then he knew about. He had one. That's the only thing he wanted to do with me when I got 18. He wanted to have one beer out on his place where he always drinks beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went there. Only old people there. So after that, he got home, and I went to drink real beer, if you know what I mean.
Maybe he got really disappointed. Like
What
he didn't
problem?
show you when you were
'Cause-
like, "I already know this," and he was like,
Yeah. Because it has to be an
Break-
anticlimax,
break
you know, because he's been picturing this day. Since he was
No,
like,
but
since you were born, basically, he's been, when he's 18, I'm going to take you for a beer. It's going to be the best day ever. You're going to have a great talk and everything, you know. And then it's just over in 10 minutes. You have
I like
nothing
this.
to talk about.
yeah, but he kind of, you know, he kind of understood probably. But point is, they must have known. But there's one thing knowing, another thing is evidence, you know. And if you're a criminal, it's all about the evidence, you know. Hide your evidence, kill your evidence, then you have a bigger chance. Yeah.
Axe is kind of smart because he never got caught, and when either his father or mother found a snooze box at home, he always said, "It's Helmix." Just don't, I don't snooze, it's Helmix.
I said that.
So I always got the blame.
So,
Yeah.
so
That's one of the tricks you had.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
blame on
Just
others.
blame
well,
others.
if I really needed to, of course, you
Yeah.
know. And I also took into consideration Helmik and my parents are not they didn't hang that much at that time,
Mm.
you know. So the chance.
But they did like me, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they also
But
they also really liked Helmik.
Yeah,
so I
but
know that they would really give him some slack, you know, because he's a nice guy and they don't know his parents, so they can't be like parents for him in a way.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it. So always a smart thing.
Yeah, and they always had this weird picture of Helmik, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, he's the weird guy in the class.
No, it was like they always liked Helmik in my house. You know?
Yeah,
When he came in, he was like a cool friend.
But I remember once you asked him, "Dad, can we have Nugatti, which is the Nutella in Norway?"
Yeah.
And they said, "Nutella? Oh no, you can't eat that." And then you said, "Helmik eats it every day."
Which is not true. I did not eat it every day.
At that
No.
time, we did eat only Nutella.
And then when you said, "Helmik eats it every day," your dad said, "Poor Helmik."
Yeah, they always liked Helmik.
Yeah.
They always liked Helmik. Well, it's fantastic. That was also a cool intro for this show.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You know, today we actually have a set list for the first time ever, and that's amazing.
we
Do
had
you
last
mind?
time,
Do you
yeah.
mind reading where we are at the program now?
Where we are now, we are at Helmik Tour Managing.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow. Because, well, that's the first point. We have been on tour for 13 years. You have been with us, Helmik, for at least 10, I reckon.
No.
No.
Probably
8.
No, more. I think 11.
11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 first years I wasn't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So you very from the get-go,
Yeah.
really early, and you were there also on the first concert. So you, of course, been with us for the whole time, and something new has happened to you. You are now also a tour manager, not only a percussionist, and like singing the Saturday song, you also a tour manager.
Yeah.
And why don't you explain to the watchers and listeners what is a tour manager's job?
Okay, a tour manager is... It's actually not that bad. I thought in the beginning that I had to, like, do everything. Like, for example, Steve, I don't like you. Can I get a massage? Like, you know, all the nagging stuff that I had to have control over. But
that you usually do yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. Because normally when you wanted a massage, you went to the tour manager and you said, "Can I get a massage?"
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But no, so far so good. You know, it's basically just to secure that everybody gets window seats when we on the plane.
That's the most important.
But maybe it's not a part of the job. But
that's the important part.
It's like when I start with that, you guys are almost happy
already.
Yeah, that's the end of the tour.
Yeah.
And then I give you window seats at the end of the tour.
And then you're also happy, so then forget about all the shit you've done.
Yeah.
So basically just secure window seats and
talk about it a lot.
Talk about it like, you done a good job now, But that's basically it. And I have to have to take care of receipts and and talk to the bus driver.
The traveling part is the most.
It's the most important.
Because back in the days we never had a real system on the traveling.
No.
And you've always been like a chop guy, like
because we have had, to be honest, we have had a lot of tour managers, and Helmik is actually one of the best.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Some tour managers have been really slow on everything.
Yeah.
David.
David. Not to mention names, but
David.
And you are an impatient guy, and you want to get things done.
And you know what everyone likes.
I think it's really natural for you.
It's actually a perfect role for me.
Perfect role for you.
As Helmik says.
Do you remember the guy from school class who was always packing his stuff before the end of the
Probably,
class?
it's me.
You were like that.
Always walked really fast home from school.
But
like
that's where me and you we really connect, because I can actually be really stressed because I want to get home and do nothing. You know what I mean? I have nothing. I have maybe two things to do one day. Like, for instance, I need to go to the bank and I need to do some groceries. You know, it's not a stressful day. But even those two things, I will stress and do as fast as fucking possible just to go home and do
relax.
Nothing.
So you were the same kind of guy at Helmik in school?
Yeah, more or less. Well, Helmik is a little bit more extreme than me, I must say.
Because he's still like that actually when we have practice with the band and on the last song.
Helmik has his scarf and his Louis on.
He's like I only need checkers on this song. Okay, let's pack all the time. We are ready.
And then he stands there with all his clothes on, shaking like his egg.
Backpack.
And then when
ready to go.
We have some talking after the show. Okay, let's rehearse on that the next time, and then we're gonna go there. And he sits there with the back on his back, tripping with his foot.
Always.
Like he always does. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Well, so the perfect role for you.
It's a perfect role for me.
Yeah, and
because then it's my tempo, and I think everybody is satisfied with that.
Very.
Would you say that it's almost more relaxing to be a tour manager than to watch the tour manager?
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
It's just you don't get angry because
you are the boss.
I am the boss.
Yeah.
But you had to do some actual work yesterday, right? First day, you had to print some stuff.
Yeah, I had to print some stuff and do, but it's okay. You know, we have a lot of spare time.
And to be honest, our booking agency also provides a tour manager for this tour. You know, so we have also a German guy doing like more or less the same. Yeah. But he doesn't book the seats.
He doesn't book the seats, and he doesn't talk to the bus driver, and I am the contact person every day.
He doesn't have the wine on stage.
No.
So interesting.
That's also a new job you have. You are a bartender.
I'm a percussionist / bartender
on stage. We want you to fill that persona of a bartender. You know, we all love going to bars, and
who doesn't?
Who doesn't? And what we really like with bars is if it's a good bartender. You know, a guy that you can small talk with a little bit, maybe
dances.
Yeah, and maybe dances a little bit when the good vibe. You know, flirts with the ladies. You know. This is the kind of persona we want Helmik to be on stage. Yeah. So if you see us live next time, think about that. Helmik is like a bartender back there. And then, this is why you listen to only if you're bored. Because you learn a little bit of how your favorite band, KAKKMADDAFAKKA, is thinking, you know, and that is interesting.
Into our minds.
Or not
Into
thinking.
our mind. Yeah, or not thinking, you know. And, you know, minds and geniuses works in mysterious ways. You know who said that?
Winston Churchill.
No, I said it just right now. I said it just right now. And that's how it is being me. I say stuff without thinking, you know.
Yeah. Which brings us to the next point.
Yeah.
Which is, it just says reset on X and Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well,
interesting.
yeah, it's interesting.
Steve, why don't you take that?
Well, it started off yesterday after the show.
Well, I'm sorry.
Let's take the short version.
I'm sorry, I have to...
I'm sorry.
That was a half sentence I just had, and
Yeah.
then Axel came with his
Yeah.
famous hand.
No, I just want to tell the listeners that starting yesterday is a cool way of the story, but don't you want to also tell that something has been going on a little bit longer than yesterday? Or were you about to say that?
Why don't you say that afterwards? There's plenty of time afterwards to say that. If I just tell the short story now,
Okay.
and then you can go into deeper.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
So, whenever we
I'm very
play
sorry.
concerts with the band, it's normal for us to go out and talk to the fans afterwards. Especially me, Henrik, and then maybe on third place, kids.
You should be number one. Yeah.
No. Always me and Steve.
So,
I also
So-
do it a lot.
yeah. But we also like to take a shower first.
Yeah.
So it's important to get a quick shower and then quick out to the fans before
Yeah.
they leave. Because they don't know that we're coming. So I was getting ready. I was
We are
standing there.
always coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have this wardrobe, and I was standing there with Helmik and Duffy, and we had a little discussion who's going to take a shower first. Helmik has to take a dump. Okay, then Steve goes first because then I can go out to the fans. So I'm standing there in only my boxer shorts.
In only a box
I'm
shorts.
just going to grab a shampoo because there was no shampoo in the shower.
Yeah.
Then I come back to shower. Just as I was entering the shower, Axe came in.
Nudie.
So quick. He just, hey, is no one in the shower? Takes off his underwear. I'm naked, I'm going in. And I get furious, and I know that I had to be quick in react. So, no, you're not going to the shower. I'm going out to the fans. No. And Pish was listening to this fight from another room,
Yeah.
and afterwards he told us, Jesus guys, you have to fight so much. So me and Axe now agreed that we can't shout at each other like we normally do.
But you had a great word for it.
Resetting
We are
our
resetting.
relationship.
We are resetting our relationship, and I can recommend this for a lot of people. You know, we are almost like man and wife. You know, like we are almost married.
But have you already pushed the reset button?
We have done the reset, so we are now on reset situation.
Can you push it a lot of times?
You can push it a lot of times.
Okay.
You know, it's
That's the
Like
thing.
with your computer.
I thought...
yeah, like with your computer. You know, it's very smart to reset your relationship every now and then, and because actually the way I'm very sorry about interrupting you, because the way you did the story was actually very good, because now I can go over and talk about what I wanted to mention for listeners is that of course you didn't yell at me out of nowhere. You know, it's something that's been building up, I would say, with you and me now almost since the summer, you know.
Half a year now?
Yeah, more or less. You know, it's been not bad vibe in any way. You know, we are good friends and all that, but we like to challenge each other. We like to annoy each other. You know, and that can build up after a while.
And
And
we're not afraid to take the discussion.
we're not afraid, any of us, you know, of that. To start, or to start, take it or finish it. You know, doesn't matter. So
And it can be about anything.
it can.
Like, for example, now in, where was it, Mexico?
Yeah.
I said, I bought some headphones
Yeah.
on the way over there in Schiphol. And I had it for like 3 days. And I said, I'm getting ready put on my new headphones. And then Helmik said, it's not new headphones now. You had it for 3 days.
Yeah, they're not new anymore.
When you had it for 2 days, you can't say it's new headphones
No.
and stuff.
I thought you
not
bought
new.
someone after that.
So that was basically a little discussion between me and Helmik.
Yeah.
But of course, Axel was there, so he was getting on it as well.
I'm in. You know, I jump in.
And
I'm-
I can
I'm-
recall,
and I'm there.
There was a new fight between me and you about when headphones are new or old.
Totally, and we actually I was wrong again. You know, I love telling when I'm wrong, and I was wrong again, and because we actually decided that 1 month was how long you can.
Really?
Could we have
Did we
it?
agree on that?
No, we didn't.
Or actually, I wasn't wrong.
I think we agreed.
No, we didn't agree.
How
on
long
anything.
can you send us if you got the answer?
Yeah.
How long is something new?
Yeah. How long is something new?
Like a car is new for
Yeah,
6
this
months.
is what we.
yeah,
this
that's
is what.
probably what people are going to say. Depends how expensive.
Yeah, that was
no,
also
it
what we
depends
said.
on the thing.
Yeah, it depends.
Not
But
expensive.
Let's say headphones for 350 euros.
Yeah.
How long are they new?
I think I would say I always agree with Helmik. I think it's only
3 days.
now 2 days.
2
After
days.
the second day, not new anymore.
Not new. I'm just gonna grab my old headphones.
Yeah, this is my head. This normal. They go into normal mode.
That's what I said. Okay, so when I get back to my girlfriend 1 week later and show her my headphones, she's gonna say, "Oh, new headphones." And I go, "No. I had these for a week."
Hell yeah. They're not new. So
After 2 days, you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna take on my headphones."
yeah,
Nothing new.
yeah,
Headphones.
yeah. You're not. Yeah, but with the car is different because the car has a smell and it's a new car smell.
Of course.
So when a new
That's
car,
it.
that's the
cars,
rule.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you can just
follow the smell.
smell. Is it a new car smell or is it the old car smell?
Mhm.
And the house is the longest.
Yeah, but house is all. You always buy a house used.
I would say cars are new.
You can't
longer
say a
than
house
houses.
new.
House
Yes,
new.
I would say a car is new longer than a house.
What?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
of the smell.
Because of the smell.
This is the.
And also because when it's a different thing if you buy a totally new house, you know, that no one ever
that would probably be new longer.
Yeah.
a new car. But if you buy a used house, the newness I would say maybe a month. This is my
I
new
think
house.
2 months.
What if you got a new girlfriend? Then she's new until the first time she meets
Depends
someone.
if she is a virgin.
Why?
Yes.
That-
I agree on that.
that's a funny joke.
That's interesting.
That's a funny joke. Well, I don't know. With
She's
the
not
girls.
used before, you know, we got the
Yeah.
new girlfriend
Yeah.
smell.
That's in some religions that's how it is. You know?
Yeah.
They have to be virgin. Then that's real new. You know, in our religion it's not like that. You know, you can have fucked as many as you want before, and still be as respectable as a woman. You know.
Yeah, I'm not talking about respect.
No.
You actually have a point. That's a new tour bus. That's a good segue.
Let's
New-
get over on that.
Yeah,
Is it new?
it's not new.
It's new.
It's only new for us.
It has a
It's new
smell.
for us.
And
Yeah. How long can that be new for us?
today's
It's
not new anymore.
today.
It was only
It's not
new
new
yesterday.
now anymore?
No.
Only new yesterday.
I'd say it's new for the rest of this
Tour.
This tour on 4
The-
days.
Okay, but if it was a 2-week tour, how long would it have been new? The whole 2-week tour?
Yeah.
Well, different people, different
needs.
needs. You know, it's
We have the.
very interesting. And, you know, I'm a guy that I really enjoy joy. I really like... so, a new is joyful, you know? So maybe it's better to keep things newer for a longer time. But at the same time, I feel it's artificial. You know, when you tell yourself that these headphones are new and they are really 2 weeks old, you're fooling yourself, man. You're fooling yourself. It's not got a new smell anymore at all. You're totally used to it. You know, it's not new. You know, you're fooling yourself with calling it new. Yeah, that's what you do. And you know, that's sad.
I'd say it's new as long as you're not used to it. I'm still not used to my new headphones. I'm still enjoying that they're noise.
The noise cancelling.
Yeah. I'm still like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Is your phone
New
new?
for me.
You had a phone for 2 months. Is that new for you?
Yeah. Is the phone new for you? No, not at all. You're already tired of that phone almost.
I'm not tired.
No, yeah, you already. You already are. Well, we have reset, so maybe some of the
Reset.
I thought.
some of the listeners maybe got the tension when we brought up the phones, because now that I analyze the situation, one thing you've done the last 6 months is actually to go from one phone type over to another type. That's dividing.
How could you do that to X?
How could you do that? And why do we have a problem in our relationship? Of course, it's because of this.
It's the phones.
Well, it's been like a nail. No, like in it. But well, anyway, we are reset.
I'm now a Samsung guy.
Yeah, Android guy.
But Android guy.
Yeah.
Most of the guys in the band are iPhone.
Yeah, we are iPhone
Except
guys.
for the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, you're probably going over to Samsung. You're probably going to upgrade to Samsung as well. on
I'm
YouTube.
not sure I'm going
It's not an
Samsung.
upgrade.
It's not up.
That's what we say in Samsung world.
Why do you say Samsung?
Upgrade to Samsung.
Is it
You mean
Samsung?
Android?
But you're
You mean
Android.
Yeah,
no one
but
ever uses
you don't
the
even
term
know it.
I know,
Samsung
I know.
world.
Sorry.
Android world.
Sorry, I'm not used to it. I'm still new, you know. So maybe 2 months.
Yeah. Well.
But anyway, that's Samsung's slogan. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying upgrade to
Well,
Samsung.
that,
I
you
think,
should be
okay.
allowed to do that. You should be allowed to do that. Well, we got a new bus. We are on tour. For those of you that don't know, we are now in Germany. Yesterday we played in Marburg.
Really nice city.
Really nice city. Cool castle.
Hmm.
And yeah, good show. Sold out. Fantastic vibe.
Great people.
It's the first time we bring Andrea, the merch guy,
Yes.
on tour, so that's fun. And we're gonna try to make another podcast where he will come on this tour also. So
He's a funny
probably
guy.
Yeah.
very funny guy.
At least when we talk to him, we haven't seen him in the podcast
No,
situation.
so we don't want to build him up too much, but yeah. Also, look at this. Look at these cool stickers. Here we have Alfred. And look at that. And this is, of course, fan art. Fan art, you know.
It's made by a Mexican fan called Melissa Morgan.
Yeah, thank you, Melissa.
And really
Thank you,
good.
Melissa.
And if you are a fan, you know, and you sit in with some talent, why don't you do it, you know? A lot of people have done it before, and you know, look at the result. Now it's on Only If You're Bored, your favorite podcast on the internet. Very, very interesting, you know, sitting here talking with you guys. Do you feel it's a little bit different vibe now without Pish?
No, we so.
Oh,
I think we're so used to being together, all of us.
yeah.
Why you ask?
Well, I just ask if
Do you miss
feel-
him?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No, I think it's cool with these different vibes we can create within ourselves, you know.
Mm.
And this is going to be a very cool podcast also. For those of you that don't know, I always watch the podcasts myself. And you know,
You
I'm
like
not.
Prince.
Huh?
You like Prince.
Yeah.
He only listens to his own music.
Yeah. I also listen a lot to my own music.
Did Prince only listen to his own music?
Yeah.
We did when the julebord, what's that?
Yeah.
Christmas table.
Christmas table
Yeah.
at the Access place.
Yeah.
You only had KAKKMADDAFAKKA songs on your computer, right?
That's true. That's very true.
So you had to listen to them.
It's not called Christmas table.
No,
It's
Party.
my work computer. It's my work computer. But you know, in Norway we have this great term for it. It's self-digger. You know, and I've been a self-digger for a long time. But at the same time, if you're a digger, you got to be a giver. You know, if you're a self-digger, you have to be a giver. So if you're digging yourself a lot like me, please make sure you compensate with being kind, funny, and generous. You know.
Like me.
Yeah, like I try to, you know. Then it's allowed to be a self-digger, you know. If you're not funny or kind or generous, you shouldn't be. You should.
I think it should be allowed to be a self-digger anyway. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think
What's the worst thing that can happen?
you know,
Being a self-digger.
well, yeah, that's true. Well, also a big problem in society is that people have bad self-confidence. You know, I always hear this problem. Well, I don't got the confidence. I don't got the self-confidence. Oh, he's struggling with self-confidence. You know, and for being a person that never had this problem, I find it, yeah, maybe a good solution to be that people should be a little bit more self-digging.
Yeah.
You know, and especially girls. You know,
Especially girls.
and girls should know that we boys, we think they are very hot, you know, and all of their body, you know. I read this article about, you know, girls that don't like their own, vagina.
Ooh.
You know, they think it's ugly. And, you know, I don't know any boys that don't like a good vagina, or any vagina.
Yeah.
So that's weird, you know.
But another tip on the self-digging thing.
Yeah.
If you start to appreciate the moments of stupidness more,
Yeah.
then
That's also kind of our thing, you know.
Yes.
I said it to the boys now before we start. Let's get it, boys. Remember, as stupid as possible. You know.
Because then you can look at you. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, I like that.
myself.
I love myself. Stupid me. Look at him.
Not fake stupid,
No.
actual stupid.
Yeah.
And it's enough for that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just point it out whenever
Yeah,
it happens.
It's good stupid. You know,
Yeah.
it's
I think there's a lot of stupidness in most people.
Yeah.
You just have to find
Hell yeah, and a lot of people should embrace the stupidness, you know, like we tried
Yeah.
to do.
Like I listened to the podcasts one time and I was like, man, don't I know how to speak English? What's didn't I go to school? What is that?
Yeah, but that's how it is. That's how it is. And you know, people listening to this, you know, not knowing us very well, maybe just get this video up, and they've been watching the whole video now, and they don't even know us. You know, this is the fun thing with internet. What are they thinking right now? What are these guys? You know, sitting down here in a basement in Stuttgart, you know, talking about absolutely nothing. Well, that's why we have the title "Only If You're Bored," because we like to set the bar low, and also this is from our religion. You know, don't have big expectations. You know, have low expectations. If you lower your expectations, everything will be nice. Yeah. Word.
But next point here, we got. Maybe somebody can tell us, to tell the listeners about how's the life on tour buses.
Yes.
Because people actually wonder.
Why don't you tell a typical how you think the band is, and what happens, who goes up first, and how does it work?
I don't know who goes up first because I'm up last, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, you have an idea of how it is. Tell listeners. It's going to be interesting for them. Now we are on a different kind of tour. This is a typical German tour.
What usually happens? We get off the plane somewhere, usually Frankfurt, the cheapest place to go to, and then the bus is waiting for us there, and then Helmik is like lightning. Inside, grabs the first best bunk.
No, I didn't this time.
You can even see him.
Not this time, actually, but normally he's done that.
Yes.
And then it's taken, and then you have to choose. This is a interesting thing. Pish was switching a little bit in the bunks, putting his head in the different bunks,
Because Pish is very particular.
Yeah,
Pish is particular Pish.
And it's
it's annoying.
Where is sensitive and particular Pish.
Don't talk to them.
No, he's not here. But he knows that. You know, and he's a lovable guy. You know, he's allowed to be sensitive. And,
he is a bit of a fussy guy.
That's your words, but also mine.
But anyways, he was checking the sound levels, and I also got a theory about that. And it's if we have a double-decker bus, you have to think a little bit maybe I'm just letting out the secret now. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys. Anyways, the first floor is usually the place where the bus shakes the least. You get the best sleep if it was a totally quiet place. But if there is a party bus that tour and there is a lower party level, it's the most noisy.
Is it?
Yes.
Is the noise going down?
No, the noise comes from the bottom up, not in this bus, but on the last one. And then you have to maybe go middle. Because it soundproofs.
Interesting.
Shouldn't tell this.
I wear plugs anyway.
Yeah.
And
the place you don't want to be is on the top in the back.
Why?
Because it shakes the most, and there is also a space in the back where people make
That's
noise.
where the dickhead Michael McDonald was sleeping. You know, he owes us 30,000 euros, by the way.
But it's interesting that you say that. It's because I'm sleeping on the top in the back on this tour.
It's okay.
And this night, never slept bad.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same
the party, but this bus is a little bit different. Party was in the front this time.
Yeah. But no, do we normally party in the back? No, we don't. We always party in the front.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
but
and we didn't party.
Then you can smoke with the driver.
Then I like to go in front with the driver and smoke.
That's I don't know why, but that's the place where you can smoke in the front.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
In Germany.
Yeah. And there's no driver.
I don't notice that.
No, because we have a window there, so out the smoke goes out.
Yeah, but that's weird because that window trick never helps in normal houses. You know, we're just gonna sit here by the window and smoke. Typical smokers.
No. But it's because we're moving.
Remember the bus is moving a little bit.
It sucks out the smoke.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with it.
And also there's a door or some curtains to go through into the driver's area.
Yeah.
And in there is smoke.
Yeah, the curtains that Pish was
Does the driver smoke?
Yeah, what did he comment with that?
He's just been talking about being particular. I think it's more noisy on the left side than the right side. And he's like, what's up with this curtain? I don't like this curtain.
Yeah, it was not soundproof enough for him and smoke-proof enough. Well, interesting. Well, and then continue. How is it on tour?
And then...
But can I just add something? Sure. Because I think the thing about choosing a bed and it's more noisy there, it's I think it's all in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you
remember that time when I farted in the back of the bus.
But that was a normal.
No, and I said, and I blamed it on the bus. It's like, it's the bus. And everybody,
I
okay.
remember that was the worst. That was the worst. That was the
But
worst.
I made you believe that it was the bus. And then it was okay.
That was your magic trick with your stomach there.
Yeah. That
You
was
know, it's
because
on the
that
head,
fart
it's on
was
the head.
that fart was smelling very, very, very
Burnt
shit.
rubber or something.
Well, I can only say that talking about sleeping places in the nightliner, there is really no rule for me. I don't find any of the spots better than the other. Actually, I started on the ground, because I did.
Start on the bottom.
Yeah, started on the bottom, and now I'm on the top. Now I'm here. So
Are you on the top now? Are you on the bottom, right?
no, I'm on the top.
On the top now.
Yeah, okay. I'm vis-a-vis you, or you under.
You're over me.
What's funny with this trip is that Helmik, you bragged about not being the first one in the bus. But even though you were the first one to choose a bunk, you got the biggest bunk.
Hell yeah.
And is that
And
my
you're the
problem?
smallest guy.
Yeah.
Is that my problem?
It's not your problem.
No.
It was just something magical about you. You just don't
Yeah.
get the best spot.
Yeah.
Is there a bigger bunk? One
Yeah.
bunk? That's
I got the
bigger?
biggest bunk.
Yeah. Helmik.
Smallest guy, biggest
Big
bunk.
bunk. Well, yeah. Interesting. But then we tell more. We only chosen the bunks there.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm stressing or anything. How long have we been filming?
Filming?
Yeah.
36 minutes.
Oh yeah. So we're getting there. Yeah. Well.
Then it's sound check. Maybe like around ish now in a half, like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sound check.
Mhm.
Usually, then dinner, then show, and then party.
Yeah. And then the bus drives around 3 or 4 at night.
Yes.
Hopefully later, because then we can kind of chill.
And and then at 6 o'clock, Steve gets up, and then has to have a shit. But you can't.
taking a shit in a bus.
No.
No, that's the thing. You can't.
You can never shit in the bus.
It's not allowed.
I've done it.
It is a big problem for me. Because we normally arrive to the next city the next day, but then we can't get into the venue before like 11 o'clock.
yeah.
11, 12. And I, with children, wake normally up at around 8 or 9.
Same for me.
So I'm sitting in the bus for 2 hours, and I always have to take a shit at that point. So I'm just sitting there.
Yeah,
very-
interesting.
very bad
Because I want to
time
ask the
tomorrow.
boys, when is your shit time of day? Like, do you
Morning.
have in the morning?
Yeah.
Morning.
Always morning.
Yeah, I always shit.
And you? Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah. I used to be morning, but it's kind of moved up to night.
You think that's better, or
Isn't that?
Interesting.
In the middle of the night? Or
No. Evening. That's never actually happened to me.
Like 8 o'clock?
I never shat in the bed. I'm glad for that. I'm glad I haven't.
Shit
And
in the pants a lot.
yeah, I have. But I never shat in the bed, and I never waking up even in the middle of the night having to take a shit. Maybe once when I was sick or something. But yeah, it's interesting.
It's a recurring theme here on this podcast.
Sorry about the shit talk, but again, only if you're bored. We can talk about whatever. Move on. Then we have sound check.
next
Yeah.
topic?
So-
Yeah, then sound check. Then wake up, and then 11 breakfast, and then repeat.
Same
Yeah,
routine.
but for me, I try to if we're on a 2-week tour, I end up then sleeping all the way to 5 almost when I'm on a nightliner.
And do we party a lot on these tours?
Yes, nightliner tour. I like to party. We drink and yeah, we.
Average night is probably just sit at the backstage after the show and have
Couple of
beers. Right? And have a game and go to bed.
But you go to bed the first.
When the bus leaves.
It depends.
We are going out, or if
You
it's
are
cool
you
time.
are the always you kind of the boring guy. If we can call someone boring when it comes to the party, you.
Or as I like to call it, not alcoholic.
Yeah. And me and Helmik and kids, we are kind of on the other side of the scale.
Alcoholic.
We like to party, we love it, and if you have the opportunity, we do it, and then
Yeah, but we don't have the opportunity as often as normal people would think.
no,
Yeah.
that's true.
Right?
That's a
That's
good point.
Yesterday wasn't really an opportunity, was it?
No, it was
because we
not.
had to go early. But you
That was
still
pretty
managed
normal.
to get drunk.
I got drunk, so that was no problem for me.
Probably party more in the moving bus, than in bars. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, not
kind
more.
of-
But it depends also on a tour. I remember some tours. It's been like party all the time, and not after party in the bus every night. Very fun, you know. And some tours we almost no party, you know. It's like it depends, you know, on the vibe, you know, and also on the temperature, you know. Yeah, party.
Party more in the summer than in
Yeah, I had something I wanted to say. I forgot it. You know, there was.
What was that about the temperature? Party more, the temperature.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's easier to party when it's warm. You know?
Yeah, because you don't handle the cold.
No, I hate the cold. I hate the cold. I hate the cold.
What's your other nickname, Steve?
Yeah.
What is it?
Environment?
No, temperature, Steve.
Temperature, yeah.
Yeah, because you're not very.
That's
good.
not because I'm very much into warm or very much into cold.
Very much into
I'm just
temperature.
Very much into temperature. I tend to take off and on my sweater a lot.
And you don't know when to put on a sweater and when not to put on a sweater.
I would say you have bad.
Last time in
managing.
Mexico, you thought like, yeah, it's probably 20 degrees,
Yeah.
and then you came out and it was like 5, and you were like, in a t-shirt. Remember?
Yes.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I got a
end
t-shirt
up
on.
almost every day in the owned situation where you're self-owned because of bad clothing management.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really hard for me to like plan this.
Yeah.
Because the temperature, okay, it's gonna be 19 degrees. It's gonna be some wind. I think I'm gonna go with pants, and then fuck, it's too hot. I should have went with it.
Because you hate carrying your jacket.
Yeah, I can't go around. I'd rather go around cold than carry my jacket.
Yeah. And that is particular, Steve. If you have some more on the... Are we maybe on eventuelt now?
No, we have. I put up. I forgot what it was. It's. We got. We found out which year it was, but I think it was Pish talking.
I know the year. We have decided the year.
Year of the question mark.
I know the year. And you don't know the year. Maybe. Because me and Pish came up, and I think... Yeah, why don't we...
In Italy, right?
Yeah, we came up with a great year. And I think you would like the year. But first of all, I want everyone to take their glasses. Hold them like this. You know? Because this, talking about party, you know? This is the year of Chin Chin. Chin Chin.
Is that the thing?
Chin
Chin.
Chin. Chin Chin. Chin Chin.
Instead of.
It's the year of the soup.
Cheers. What's chin?
Chin Chin is like skål in Italian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Drinking.
So it's the year of the Chin Chin. So that
We
means...
have drinking.
No. It's the year of the Chin Chin.
Is it the year of the toast?
It's about chin chinning.
Like speech.
It's about when we drink, we gotta do what we did.
Chin
now.
chin.
Chin chin.
All the
Chin
time.
chin. Chin chin.
Interesting.
That's a cool thing to do.
Does it have to follow up with a what do you call it, speech?
No. But
Just
but if you want a speech, of course, do a chin with a speech. But the point is, when we drink, which we do a couple of days a week, all year, you know, we gonna chin a lot, you know, and you can even chin with yourself. Chin to myself.
Did you know that Jehovah's Witnesses, because my family, my girlfriend's family, there's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
It's not allowed to
chin.
chin.
Why is that? Is
Because
that
that means something about saluting the devil.
You know, I got a fact check about this.
That's why you didn't chin with me, Lisa's dad.
you tried to chin with it?
I tried to chin with him once, and he didn't chin,
didn't
or he maybe chin, but not very enthusiastic. That's interesting.
Non-enthusiastic chin.
A non-enthusiastic, then you know it's a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
So if you chin with someone and they're not very enthusiastic about the chin, probably a Jehovah's Witness. Well, in our religion, the religion of joy, we chin a lot.
A lot.
Chin chin, and
you
even
guys-
this is the year of the chin. So chin chin,
Chin chin.
chin chin,
Chin chin.
chin.
Okay, you want to know a fun fact about Chin Chin?
Yes.
I'm not sure how correct it is, but there's a story saying that before, in ancient times, they used to pour a little bit of their own drink over to the other guy's
person.
drink and back.
Just to show
Before
that
the chin.
they're not
Yes.
poison.
They were making a big agreement or something, and
Yeah.
then they
Just
would
to
not
know.
poison each
We
other.
drink the same wine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then someone got AIDS or something.
Then
AIDS didn't come before the 80s, you know.
I'm just trying to make it a
Yeah,
joke.
that was a joke, yeah.
I didn't mean it in a serious way.
No, but anyway, also AIDS bacteria wouldn't handle alcohol. So
we said
So you can't get AIDS through alcohol?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, interesting.
Probably not.
First thing that happened
don't count
when
on
you,
this information.
No, first thing that happened with AIDS when it touches alcohol, it dies. That's why alcohol is a great cure for AIDS. I'm kidding, you know. I wish there was a cure for AIDS. I know the cure. The cure is money.
Yeah,
No.
lots of
money. Just look at Magic Mike. He's full-blown AIDS, and it's been having full-blown AIDS forever, you know. And yeah.
Eventually,
yeah. Anything to talk about?
No more.
No,
Well,
I don't think we have any more.
Why don't we say
Yeah,
this?
we've got great news though.
Yeah.
Good news.
Yeah, we got
put
good
it-
news. We got good
But
news.
yeah, okay, we can talk about it.
You don't like the good news I found?
Electricity came back to Puerto Rico. It's good news, but what are we going to talk about?
It's just that
the
this.
thing-
Let's not talk about the clown in
There
the...
was a hurricane
Yeah.
hitting Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
so that the electricity disappeared. I don't know for how big. How many
That's why
people lost it.
Rihanna has been.
But here you can hear how from school in Puerto Rico,
Oh, wow.
because they were so happy. Yeah, we got the electricity.
Power is back.
Yeah.
How long have they been without the...
112 days.
Wow, that's a long time.
And now
without
they got it
electricity.
back. So that's good news.
That's great
Just
news.
listen to this. So happy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
was this the time when Trump went down and threw toilet paper? Like,
Yeah, probably.
It's probably the same,
same thing.
same-
And also Rihanna tweeted our prime minister about wanting her to Norway should give money to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So
But
that's good news.
How would we? What? Because it would totally suck more for us to be without electricity in Norway.
Hell,
Because it's so cold, we would probably freeze to death.
it wouldn't
Yeah.
be possible.
All of us.
Yeah, that's actually like... you have to remember to have firewood,
Yeah.
I read.
Yeah.
Like, people
I've
don't
been
have that.
firing a lot in my place. What's it called?
Yeah, that's the fireplace.
Fireplace.
Yeah.
Fireplace, yeah.
But what would you prefer, to be without electricity in Puerto Rico, or no? What was the question again?
But if you got a brain freeze, that's totally okay in this podcast. But can I say something?
No. What winter would you prefer, to be cold in Norway,
Yeah.
like be freezing all the time,
Yeah.
but have electricity, or just be in Puerto Rico where it's warm,
Without-
without electricity?
Well, this is bringing me over to the point. What I would do in Puerto Rico, they have a lot of sun, and now we have great sun power. You know.
Yeah.
So your answer is no. I would just fix it.
No. This is my big question. Why don't Puerto Rico just take a big loan, buy sun panels, you know, cover the island or as much as possible, and they will be they have enough power. And the same goes for Spain, the same goes for Italy, you know. People in these warm places, you know, you got to get into the solar panels because then you don't need. And now you even got electrical car. What the fuck is the world waiting for here? You know, I hear in Spain, this goes out to Macedonia. You know, they have a tax on solar panels for normal people. So normal people can't buy it. It wouldn't make sense.
Stupid.
You know? This is stupid. In OIB we are literally against it. You know, we want people. I would love if people help Puerto Rico get some own sun.
Yeah.
You know, that's the solution.
But I guess...
But it's only to make more money, you know, to tax everything and to tax the solar panel. It's
That's
just
slavery.
for the-
Slavery
yes.
of the people.
Yeah.
You know, you should be allowed. If you live in a country like Spain, you wouldn't need a job. You know, if you have a solar panel. You know, because that gives you the power you need to drive your electrical car and to run your internet and everything. You know, and then yeah, you
But
can
I
relax.
think Puerto Rico, which is United States territory,
Yeah.
they would... United States, they're the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
They
They
say.
say
And but
they can't
actually,
even take care of their own country.
no, but actually they like when it actually gets cheaper to use solar panels, they would do it. And
But it's not that expensive, man. I've checked the prices. This is
It's-
no problem.
it's
No.
soon making sense, yeah.
And the money you make with it, it's incredible. You know, expensive electricity in Spain and in these countries are very, very expensive. Well, that should be our eventually then. And now we've been filming for how long?
49.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah.
So,
Chill.
on that note, thank you for spreading the cock. Thank you for watching this podcast. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, and liking. You know, and there will be more from this part of the internet very soon, hopefully. Choose.